I'm going to do this Granny Rose hexagon from Big and Little book 39 today. Now you don't need to have followed Big and Little, you don't need to have done all the hexagons. You can just learn to make the Granny Rose hexagon and you can just join loads of those together to make cushions, blankets, whatever you want to make, bags. And you can use any yarn. I'm just using the yarn that comes with the Big and Little series. So here I've got some leftover slate and some leftover rose, and then this is blush. I'm having to start a new blush, but these all come with the books of the Big and Little series. It's very early, so it's still dark outside, so I'm relying on light, you know, artificial light. So we've got a bit of shadow going on, but hopefully that's not going to matter so much. And it is starting to get light now. It's sort of 6:30, so it's starting to get light. Right, so for this one then, I'm going to start off, we're going to use a 4mm hook as always. And you do get a 4mm hook with the Big and Little series. It's just a plain silver one, but I'm using this. You can get them from Mona online, or you can get them from Shaw's Direct Stores. They're very easy to use and very comfortable. Then I've got just a pair of yarn scissors, embroidery scissors. I've had these for ages. Yeah, so you can find them all over the place online, those gold stalk scissors. Some of them are better or worse quality than others. I paid quite a lot for mine, so they're really good quality. Right, so we're going to start off. So we're going to make a 5 chain and join with a slip stitch. So and what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to do it quite close up. You'll have to excuse my fat hands. They are getting thinner, but and also my nails, because obviously I'm a crafter and I work all the time. So I'm not that prissy about my nails. So we do a slip stitch to start with. So it's how I choose to do this is to lay the yarn over my fingers, wrap it around, cross it over, and then catch it with that third finger there. Put my hook underneath the first strand, catch the second strand and pull it through, and then pull everything off my fingers and pull on the main yarn strand to get it on my hook. And then you get hold of your yarn however suits you best, and you yarn over and pull through for 1 chain, yarn over, pull through for 2, yarn over, pull through for 3, yarn over, pull through for 4, yarn over and pull through for 5. And then what you'll do, excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold as well, is you'll see your stitches here, these little V shapes, your stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'd put your hook into that first stitch you made, the first chain you made, and you'll grab some yarn and pull it through and pull that loop through the loop on your hook, and you've made a little nice secure circle for yourself to crochet into. And make sure you do crochet into that circle and not into part of this stitch, because sometimes that can be a mistake beginners make. So I'll just get this straggler around the back and out of the way. Keep your tension nice and tight and keep your loop on your hook nice and tight. Not too tight that you can't move it, but don't let it get really baggy and loose. Now we'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and that's going to act as a treble crochet in the UK. In the US, that's a double crochet. And what that's called is your standing stitch, and that's just a chain that gets us up to a certain height. That's the height of a treble crochet. And then we're going to put a treble into the ring. So to do a treble or a double in the US, you yarn over, put your hook into the circle, pull through a loop. So you've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2. You've got 2 on your hook yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, then we're going to do a chain 1, and then we're going to put 2 more trebles into here, because remember this three chain is acted like a treble, so we've got 2 trebles, a chain 1 and 2 trebles, and that's going to be our pattern. So yarn over, put your hook into the ring again, pull through some yarn, so you've got 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 1 on the hook. Sorry about my cold, I'm sniffling in. And then we don't do a chain again, this time we go straight into another treble, yarn over, into the ring, pull up a loop, so you've got 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you've got 2 trebles essentially there, a chain 1 and 2 trebles. Chain and 2 trebles. 1 and 2. 1 chain and 2 trebles. 1 and 2. And we'd want to do that until we've got 6 little clusters of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1 and 2 more trebles. And this is our 5th set. So now for the final set, we want to chain 1 and do 2 trebles, and then our final set we want to chain 1 and we want to join to the top stitch of this chain 3. So that's 1, 2, here's the top of the chain 3. Put your hook in, pull through some yarn and pull through the loop on your hook and fasten off. So yarn over and pull through again, take the scissors and just snip that off, pull the loop through, and there you have it. You've got your little sets of 2 with little spaces between them, it's got like a little wheel. And then this yarn can be put away and you'll need it again soon. So then we're on to using the slate. So we want to join the slate to any chain 1 space. So our chain 1 spaces are, if you think about it, this is our chain 3 and our first treble stitch. So this is our chain 1 space. So I'm going to put my hook into the space, not the stitch, and pull my yarn through. And you can either tie it on or you can crochet it on. I'm going to tie it on. If you look in my last video, I crocheted on instead of tying, so I changed my mind and do whatever I feel like at the time. So we pull the yarn through and we do a chain just to hold it, and then we want to chain 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then we want to do a treble, a chain and 2 trebles into this same space. So yarn over and pop a treble into that same chain space, so chain 1 and then 2 trebles into the same place. And this is going to just repeat the pattern that we had in the first round, or the first row, where we have essentially this chain 3 here was our standing stitch, so that's acting as a treble, and then we have another treble there, a space between them both, and 2 trebles again there. Okay, and then we do a chain, and then we move into the next space. So we pass these 2 stitches here and we go into this space and we do 2 trebles, 2 doubles, that is, in the US, a chain and 2 more trebles. Okay, so there we have the 2 trebles, chain space and 2 more trebles. Then we do a chain, yarn over, and then we pass these 2 stitches. Here's 1 stitch, here's 2 stitch, and we're going into this space, and we're going to do exactly the same again. So 2 trebles, a chain and 2 trebles. Okay, then we do a chain, and we just carry on doing that all the way around into the next space. And we do 1 chain, and then here we are back at the beginning. So there's the 2 together there, so we just do a slip stitch into the top of this original chain 3 and pull through, and we fasten off. And then that's that done. So we want to join our blush yarn to any of the corner spaces. Now if you look, your corner spaces are becoming evident. So we'll go into one of those, grab our yarn, don't want too long a straggler, pull it through, and then I put the yarn and the straggler over the top, pull that nice and tight, drop the straggler, sew in and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to do exactly the same pattern. So we're going to put a treble crochet in there, a chain and 2 trebles in there, same space. Okay, and this time we've got some sides to work, so we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to put a, sorry, my straggler, and then we're going to put 2 trebles into that next chain space, which is along the side, and then we'll chain 1, and then we're back into the corner, and we're going to work the corner. So we're going to do 2 trebles, chain 1 and 2 trebles. Okay, and then I'll just put this that way, and then we're back to the side, so we do 1 chain into this space here, 2 trebles, and as you go around, if you can sew in any loose ends from the round before, do so. So I'm going to hold that behind there now, chain 1, and then we go into the corner space where we do 2 trebles, chain 1 and 2 trebles, chain 1 onto the straight, so we do 2 trebles, doubles in the US, chain 1, 2 trebles into the corner, chain 1, 2 trebles, chain 1 onto the straight, 2 trebles, chain 1, into the corner, 2 trebles, chain 1 and 2 trebles. Chain 1, 2 trebles, chain 1, and we're into the corner. 2 trebles, chain 1 and 2 trebles. Really, really simple. And then we're on to the last straight, so chain 1, 2 trebles into the last space, 2 doubles if you're in the US, or if you learned in US terms. And then we're going to do a chain 1 and we're going to join into the top of this chain 3 with a slip stitch. We're not going to finish off this time, and you can see that hexagon really taking shape now. And then we're going to do a slip stitch in the treble, a slip stitch in the chain space. Right, so we're going to get across to here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a slip stitch in there, so put your hook into that stitch next to where you finished and pull through, and then into the space here grab some yarn and pull it through. And that's just using the slip stitch as a means to transition from one part of the work to another. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. You will find that slip stitches are used to join and to move usually, or to decorate. And then we're going to put a treble into this corner space after the chain 3, which is a standing chain, chain 1 and put 2 more trebles. So again, we're not rocket science, we're just repeating that typical granny pattern. And then we're going to do a chain, so we're going across the sides now, but now our sides are grown, so we've got 2 spaces before the next corner. So we do a chain, 2 trebles into this next space, a chain, and 2 trebles into the next space, and all the chains are doing are giving us the spaces for the next round. And helping us form our corner. So 1 chain, now we're into a corner, so we do 2 trebles, or doubles in the US, 1 chain and 2 trebles, all into that same corner space. Okay, so that nice corner forming, then chain 1 and we're on our straight again. So we put 2 trebles into that first space, chain 1 and put 2 trebles into that next space. Chain 1 and we're back into our corner. Two trebles, chain 1, 2 trebles. Okay, chain 1, 2 trebles into the next space, chain 1, 2 trebles into the next space, chain 1, another corner, 2 trebles, chain 1 and 2 trebles, chain 1, 2 trebles into that space, chain 1, 2 trebles into that space, chain 1, 2 trebles into the corner, chain 1 and 2 trebles into the corner, and then we should nearly be on our last bit. Oh, still got 2 sides to go, but can you see it forming? It's looking really good. So chain 1, 2 trebles into that side, chain 1, 2 trebles into that space, chain 1, 2 trebles into the corner, chain 1, 2 trebles into the next space, into that same corner, chain 1, and now we are on the home straight. So 2 into that side space, chain 1, 2 trebles into the final side space, chain 1 and join with a slip stitch to the top of that original chain 3. Okay, oops, pull that through, and now we can finish off. So yarn over and pull through, snip the yarn off, and we can see what we've got. Look at that lovely hexagon shape taking form now. And now we'll go back to the rose yarn, and we're going to join it to any corner space. So I'll join it to this one, and this time we're just chaining 2. So 1, 2, get nice and tight, and then we're going to put a half treble, which is a half double in the US. So that's yarn over, hook in to your space, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 on your hook, a chain, and then it actually says 1 half treble, but it means 2, because you need 2 in there, because you've got 2 on the other side. So 2 half trebles in there, and then it says two half trebles in the next 3 spaces. So there's no spaces between, so it's yarn over into the next space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, and repeat that in that same space. Yarn over into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, and do 2 of those into each space across. And you should have 3 spaces across now. And then when you get to your corner, yarn over, 2 half trebles, 1 chain and 2 half trebles. To form your corner, and then 2 half trebles into your next space, and the next. Remember, these are half doubles in the US, and the next. Nice easy stitch this, and then we're back in the corner, so we do 2 half trebles or half trebles in the US, 1 chain and 2 half trebles. What a lovely easy stitching pattern this is. And then 2 into the side spaces, 1, 2, and then the third side space, 3, and then we're back into the corner, 1, 2, and chain, 2. Two you made at the beginning of the last round, if you can. Grab some yarn, pull it through the loop on your hook, pull it all tight, yarn over and pull through, and snip off, and you're done. And I'm hoping I stayed in shot for that, because I get some very rude comments about not staying in shot. But you know, that's part and parcel of YouTube. It's easy to be nasty because no one knows who you are. You usually get nasty comments from people who haven't got any videos or content on their channel. They just go around being horrible to other people. But it's a fair point. If you can't see what I'm doing, it must be frustrating. But you know, you can hear what I'm doing. And there we go. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so you can see the finished article. It's a lovely one. So that's the Granny Rose Hexagon from book 39, Big and Little Crochet. But like I said, you can do anything you want. You can keep on going. It's obvious what you do. You do another corner, the same, but you just have one extra side. If you were going to carry on trying to make it bigger, you wouldn't put this row of treble crochet. You'd carry on with the row of half trebles. You'd carry on with rows of trebles and increasing. But you could make that into a big hexagon cushion. You could make it into the top of a buffet. You could make it a really big. You could even make it into a bag. You know, if you kept on going and lined it and stitched it down the sides, you'd make a really nice bag. So you can do all sorts of that. It doesn't have to be part of the throw. Okay, so thanks for joining me. Take care, and I'll see you again with books 40 and 41 very soon. Take care. Bye bye.